Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have been avoiding starting Better Call Saul Season 4. And I'm pretty sure you guys know why. In the last episode of Season 3, Chuck tried to get his house to burn down. And I don't know if he was successful. They kind of left us on a cliffhanger where he was just rocking back and forth trying to knock down the clear fire hazard that was, you know, brought to light before by Jimmy. We are starting Better Call Saul Season 4, Episode 1, Smoke. So, I feel like Smoke is going to be referring to the smoke coming out of the house, or maybe like the fire has been extinguished and the smoke is the only thing that's left. So either way, either path we go on, it's going to be a very long review. I couldn't get through this without you guys. I feel like I'm watching with a bunch of friends. So thank you guys so much. If you guys are interested in watching my full-length reaction to every moment of this episode and like everything else that I watch, be sure to check out my Patreon. I will be linking that down below in the description. So without further ado, let's continue into Better Call Saul Season 4, Episode 1, Smoke. Oh, we're at Cinnabon. I'm trying my hardest to cut out sugar from my diet. Does not work. It's really hard. I'm hardcore dessert person. Love myself some sugar. This is my last, the only sugar I'm gonna have today. This is Polish candy. So it's like a chocolate plum. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Right, he passed out. Good. He's leaving the safety of his Cinnabon. The Omaha Cinnabon. From that angle with the hair, it looked like Chuck. He did EKGs. They would like put the pressure in this heart sonogram. They put the pressure in and take a deep breath. Oh, lung. Good.
You're right. It's not a heart attack. False alarm.
That's good. That's good to hear. He can just walk out of there. I hope he has health insurance. They're gonna bill him like 40 grand.
Mr. Takovic? I'm so sorry. Would you mind? It'll just take a moment. Could I have another look at your driver's license?
No. What's the beef, Barbara? It's all good.
And this is your current address?
Uh-huh.
Can I have your social security number again?
No, Barbara.
531.
That's the Pacific Northwest, right? It's supposed to be beautiful up there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 53100.
Yeah, just keep repeating the social security number because no one's gonna steal his identity. I fear that so much.
I typed the letter O instead of a 0. Yeah, it's going through now.
So it's okay.
Oh my god, you gave us and him a heart attack. Since he didn't have a heart attack then, you were about to give him one.
Oh, hold on. Don't forget this.
I was wondering, I was like, he didn't take it back. She's gonna take it from you. She's like, gotcha, this is mine now.
Cottonwood Mall, please.
You're going straight back to work? Oh, his stuff's probably, oh, his car. He's like all alone in this. I just want to give him a hug. He's been through so much. Albuquerque.
It's a green light.
He recognizes Jimmy. Oh no.
I'll just get out here.
Man said no. You're coming with me.
Excuse me, this is good. I'll get out here.
Okay, Jimmy, I think it's time to stop, drop, and roll. Well, not stop, but... Door... Oh, I thought the door was locked. So weird. So Jimmy's basically living every moment on edge, and he's gonna be like that for the rest of his life. It's no way to live. He has no idea what happened. Okay, so we got a nice productive morning so far. Howard. No! Howard, you need to pick up for Howard.
I'll trade you.
Oh, it's important, alright.
Let it go. If it's important, they'll leave a message.
It's Howard. I'm trying to reach Jimmy. It's Chuck.
Okay, I see smoke. What? Don't what? Don't what? Don't what? God. Oh my god. Oh my god. I really thought he was gonna get out of it. I really thought he was gonna get out of it.
He says it started in the living room. Somehow one of the lanterns was knocked over. Says it was over fast. Smoke inhalation, so he didn't suffer.
Did you see the backyard? Everything electric is back there. The fireman didn't do that. I saw him 5 days ago. He was listening to jazz.
He pretended he was okay, but on the...
He was himself. Something must have happened.
Hey, Carl.
Hey, Mike. So is it, huh?
Looks that way. You take it easy.
He quit?
The boss says he's gonna want the windbreaker.
You can't just get another one?
Of course he does.
My god. That's so cheap. $50 to get another one. You're gonna reuse it, give it to someone? The sprinkler. The sprinkler system. Not the spike strip, right?
Make it go. You're standing on it.
Really?
5 more minutes, please.
5 more minutes, but
She's
that's
gardening.
it.
Hey, baby.
She's so responsible. He's teaching her very well.
I can pick her up the rest of the week if you want.
What about your new job?
I make my own hours.
Must be nice. Thanks, Mike.
Ooh. Very nice.
Yes. Las Cruces for Madrigal Intramodal. And would you have an address for that?
Mike's always up to something. He can never just sit still.
It's Howard. I think you should talk to him.
The thing is, we wanted to get Chuck's obituary into the paper before the service, but I'd really like to run it by you.
I love that Howard's handling so much of this. That's so thoughtful.
Go ahead.
Charles Lindbergh McGill was taken from this world tragically and suddenly last week. Charles graduated valedictorian from Francis Xavier High School at the age of 14,
Wow.
making him the youngest graduate in the history of that school. Charles led the debate team to national championship 3 years running and won the Larkin Prize. Charles joined George Hamlin's solo practice.
Over the course of 23 years, the two men built what became known as Hamlin McGill into a nationally recognized firm.
Charles was known for his precise, clear arguments and his profound devotion to the highest ideals of the law. Many New Mexico charities and a founding member of the Southwestern Conference. And the Native people.
He has a really long rap sheet. I knew Chuck was a genius. I just didn't think he was this intelligent. I didn't know he had all of this under his belt. Like,
Jimmy.
It's me, Howard. Sounds good.
Oh.
He likes it. Howard, you should go ahead with it.
Kim's not really the warm type. She's more of a problem solver rather than a comforter, you know? He sat there all night.
And was he taking any medications?
Hector.
I took these.
Gus is too intelligent. He knows. And oh, he's not gonna confront him about it?
Don Juan.
I feel like Nacho's gonna try and do something nefarious. He's going to dispose of the other pill. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Gus is gonna see it. Gus has like the eye.
Mendoza wants to see you.
He has like eyes on the back of his head. Nacho's sweating. He's very visibly uncomfortable and nervous, and he's not the type to be like this. Oh, he's snapping. You know, I didn't learn how to snap until like a few years ago. As a child, I was so embarrassed.
Ser compadre de Tuco. Ignacio. El territorio de Salamanca. Acá se queda el territorio de Salamanca. Las colectas continúan igual. El recuento debe ser exacto. Tienen una entrega mañana por la noche. Todo como lo han hecho antes.
So you wanted to see all this just to say that? You wanted to see him just to say all that?
Si hacen esto correctamente, las cosas podrían ir muy bien para ustedes. Lárguense.
He's a man who likes to have business conducted in person. But something's not... Yeah, Hector's always been a problem. Oh my god.
¿Qué piensas?
Alguien se moverá contra los Salamancas.
So isn't it best to not share that he's had a stroke?
Lo que trae la DEA.
Their biggest enemy. Not other territories, not like competitors, the DEA. And that brings Hank in. Oh no. And Nacho is being watched. No one can trust anybody out here, huh? Battery's dead?
Yeah, it's Barry. Listen, could you let Mr. Eglin know I'm gonna be late this morning?
I don't know how Mike stole this, got it, whatever, but that's impressive. Good job. I don't know how he did it. He kind of sticks out though, like he has the demeanor of a police officer, like a detective. The way he holds himself, it's very like nonchalant.
Boxing is a sport. Martial arts is life and death.
Muhammad Ali hits you, you're going down. That's a fact. If he hits you.
Bruce Lee, he knows the anatomy. He's got the moves. He's gonna find an opening.
The look that Mike's giving him.
Does Bruce Lee have a gun? Because if he doesn't, it's Ali in 3 minutes or less.
See?
Ooh.
Did you sign Tina's birthday card?
No.
Would you mind?
Not at all.
Like their dumb little conversation reminds me of them. Their conversation reminds me of like Badger and Skinny Pete's like bantering. I kind of miss like Badgers. I miss that kind of dynamic. We don't really have a dynamic like this in Better Call Saul, but I definitely miss like the silly nonsense between them, between Badger and the fact that he gets away with all of this is amazing. It's up to some shenanigans always. He gets away with it. Such a capable individual.
May I ask why none of you guys are wearing a lift belt?
Oh, we don't usually...
Stop what you're doing. You go to the equipment room, you get lift belts and gloves. Got me?
He's clearing them out so he can take a look at what they're pulling.
I think this belongs to you.
God.
I need to talk to your manager.
I waltzed through security with someone else's ID. When the rightful owner shows up, there's no facility-wide badge check.
Inventory documents that are going into the trash instead of being shredded.
He's gonna get himself a job, isn't he?
Who are you exactly?
Security consultant.
I don't know anything about a security consultant.
Well, you wouldn't, would you? Maybe you best call corporate. Try Lydia Rodart Quayle.
Like the last scene was so goofy and like lighthearted that it made me forget about Chuck's death. But it's still weird saying it. They're all saying he's a lawyer and what he did in law. But what about as an individual? What about how he made people feel?
I think I owe you the truth about Chuck. He was living in that house without electricity for the better part of 2 years. He knew how to use those lanterns. I don't think what happened was an accident.
It's clearly eating away at Howard too. It's been taking its toll.
You probably heard Chuck was retiring from HHM. But that's not the truth. I pushed him out.
Please don't blame yourself. Please don't blame yourself.
He started getting better after that. He took more of an interest in the firm. He came to work. We could leave the lights on. He was improving until the thing with the insurance.
The insurance. Oh my god, now Jimmy's gonna find out.
What about the insurance?
They found out about Chuck's condition and raised our rates. He wanted to go to war. I drew a line. He wouldn't back down, so I forced him out.
I actually agree with what Howard did. It's not his job.
It never occurred to me that I could hurt him. I think he did what he did because of me.
Well, Howard, I guess that's your cross to bear.
Excuse me. Jimmy, how can you be so cold? You did the insurance thing.
Look at her go.
Jimmy's laughing and
Someone
smiling.
make some coffee? Maybe want some?
Why is he so okay? How is he so okay? Howard's bearing his soul and how he blames himself for Chuck's death. This is something that's never going to leave him. This is despicable. First things first, I really didn't think Chuck was going to die. Usually when shows have those cliffhanger episodes where it's like the end of the season and something like mind-blowing happens, then it starts off the next season and then it leaves you with that, so you think that's what's gonna happen and then it like saves it. I don't even know where to begin with Jimmy. When he found out that because of the insurance thing, then Howard kicked him out, or like he took his own life because of that, it felt like Jimmy was relieved that Howard takes the blame and that he's kind of like off scot-free, like he doesn't really care. I hate hospitals. I know they're supposed to help you, they're gonna save you, but there's just something so creepy about them. Yeah. Any of this. Oh, right, Hector. Right. I guess toxicology? That's it. I guess toxicology? That's what they're doing? Oh no. Okay, so they're not supposed to be in there at all. Okay, so they brought a doctor, one of their doctors, on the side. Not one of the medical professionals at the hospital.
He's no longer in a coma, but he's unresponsive.
That's unacceptable.
Unacceptable?
He's getting very good care here. There's very little even the best hospitals could do.
I remember this doctor.
I can think of no better judgment on this man.
Oh, bring personal matters into it.
Isn't this what he deserves?
I decide what he deserves.
Yeah, it's very strange that Gus has a vendetta against him, but he wants to keep him alive and he wants good care for him. Isn't it so strange? Okay, Jimmy's got a new hobby.
I've also got leftover bacon for my breakfast sandwich. That's got definite healing powers.
I don't think so.
I wanted to get an early jump. I'm starting down south, office manager interview in Polvidera. I got a lot of ground to cover.
Jimmy, you can take some time off.
Your brother just died.
I don't want unemployment hanging over my head, and we could use another paycheck. And oh, Thai or Mexican?
Thai.
Either, your choice. You're not going to that meeting?
If there's anything important, Howard knows how to find me.
Anything Chuck related, he's completely blowing off. I need to know what's going on with Jimmy. Why is he being this way? The opposite of how Jimmy's been for the last few seasons. I feel like people don't change that quickly. Hi.
So soy yo.
You have to stand there so scarily. Nacho.
Papá, todo terminó.
He's still disappointed that he's even working with Hector. It's like emotional abuse. Just communicate. Like, I'm not cool. I don't want to talk to you right now. We can probably work this out later or not at all.
Puedes quedarte con eso. Nadie viene por él.
He's a man of integrity. He doesn't want to keep it. He's not like that.
Mijo, ¿y cuándo va a terminar esto para ti?
That's what he's worried about.
En eso ando trabajando.
So much concerned about himself. Knock him dead, Jimmy. You got this. You're charming. You're funny. You're likable. Oh, and they're on rotation on display. Very fancy.
You see there, that's Alma, and on the left is Ollie, Mr. Neff's aunt and uncle. They started this company almost 50 years ago. Those were Alma's. She loved collecting the little things. God rest her soul.
Wait,
Touring the wall of crap, I see. I need to drag that stuff to the dumpster. Just haven't had a chance to motivate myself.
Jimmy, pleasure. Come on down.
It says here, you were a lawyer.
You know why God made snakes before he made lawyers? He needed the practice.
I needed the practice.
That's pretty much the only lawyer joke I know, because all the others are true stories.
He's good.
My job was sales. I was selling to judges, I was selling to juries. Sometimes I was selling to clients to take the best deal from a series of bad options.
That is true. That is their whole job. I could never.
Yeah, we're gonna put our heads together, have a decision in, say, about a week or so.
Jimmy kills it in any social interaction he has. Really impressive. I feel like I can learn a thing or two from Jimmy.
I'm sorry, could I just have another minute? But maybe we can settle this right now. The time you spend looking for someone is time I could be out there working for you. I worked in the mailroom. I know how important the copy machine is.
I was down on my hands and knees with my tie over my shoulder and ink-stained hands and a line of assistants out the door, and they're all worried that they're going to lose their job if they don't get their document in the next 5 minutes.
That is a healthy, strong heartbeat. Ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka.
I love that he's selling himself to them. Just shows that he's such a good salesman.
And that's what we're selling.
He's got a lot of passion, a lot of spunk. I like that.
1 minute.
Can you imagine sending that guy out? Yeah, he is
Jimmy.
a force to be reckoned with. Definitely.
Welcome to the team.
Very nice. He really sold them.
You were going to take some time, though, and consider your options, but I just come in and did that little song and dance, and I'm in.
That's right.
He's not going to take this job, is he?
Are you out of your mind? You guys are like a couple of cats. I come in, wave a shiny object around, you're like, I want that.
He's playing them?
I could be a serial killer. I could be a guy who pees in your coffee pot. I could be both.
What's the point? Oh my god, a serial killer.
So you're not taking the job?
No, I'm not taking the job.
Wait, so what was the purpose of this? What was the purpose of this? You just wanted to waste their time and yours? And make people feel bad? Get people hyped up for absolutely no reason?
Hello. I'm wondering, are you still interviewing for the sales associate position? I mean, I could be there in 20 minutes. Ellen, okay, wonderful. Well, thank you.
He's just gonna go around, he's gonna spend his day just making people feel bad? I don't...
Look how high I can go.
Ah, that's good.
Jump.
Be careful.
Jump. You can never get off a swing normally. You have to jump every single time.
Yeah. Meet at what time?
Alright, she's picking up speed. It's looking good.
Yeah.
Mike trying to figure out artwork. I would love to see him go through a modern art museum.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Madrigal electromotive.
Straight down the hall. This into your room on your left.
Thank you.
I would pay good money to put Mike in a museum of modern art and try to get him to just explain every piece to the audience. That itself could be a wonderful show.
I'm just looking for an explanation.
You steal an employee's badge, waltz through my warehouse, interfere with operations, and strong-arm my facility manager.
I'm on your books as a security consultant. If I show my face in your warehouse, it makes for a better cover story.
Doing what you did, the way you did it, raises the threat of exposure.
The way I see it, it lowers the threat. Now there's a face to the name that cashes the check.
What's your plan then?
Madrigal has 8 terminals in the Southwest. 1 down, 7 to go.
If I asked you to reconsider.
I'd ask you to do the same.
I love the writing for this scene. Really, really good.
At the moment, you have Gus Fring's respect. I'd want to keep that if I were you.
I actually do side with Mike on this one. It's a risk, but he's very capable. He's competent. He knows what he's doing. She doesn't know him like that yet.
This is Dr. Maureen Bruckner, just arrived this morning. Dr. Bruckner's visiting from Johns Hopkins. A generous grant came through, which allowed Dr. Bruckner to lend us her expertise.
Only temporarily.
Well, our staff can help with the database whenever you're ready to pull records, but I'm available anytime.
We can co-manage care if you like.
No.
No.
It's all yours.
It's all yours. These guys are freaky.
¿Ustedes son familia?
Nuestro tío.
Te dañan. Por un derrame cerebral, esas partes no se pueden reparar.
Su trabajo es estimular esas mismas partes para que puedan reconectarse.
¿Ustedes también son familiares?
Amigos de la familia.
Les pido que le hablen a Héctor. Hay la probabilidad que en cierto nivel él puede oírlos.
Don Héctor, todo está bien allá afuera.
The fact that they're like still staring at them. You guys can talk too. You're literally family.
Va a superar esto. Estar más fuerte que nunca.
You don't want to say that.
Yes.
Can we meet?
Now is not a good time.
I spoke with your security contractor, but he's going to keep doing what he's doing.
Because he knows best. Mike's a G.
Do his reasons matter?
They do if he's unreliable.
He is reliable.
This isn't something I want to spend my time worrying about.
Then I suggest you give the man a badge.
Varga and Salamanca's man, Cologne. They came by in the afternoon. They took him for a brain scan.
And?
Gus is a crazy supervillain, but man, do I respect the way he does business. He is an evil genius. He's a mastermind. I have not seen anyone like him. It's amazing, the writing of his character.
You want me back at the hospital?
No.
How did she get her sleeve, like, under the bandage?
I know Chuck was thorough, but even I didn't think there was going to be this much paper.
Okay, so this is the will.
Kim, no, right on time.
Hi, Rebecca.
Oh, no sleeves. Gotcha.
It's nice to see you again.
We thought since Rebecca was still in town, better to talk through the estate in person.
Chuck left the house to Rebecca, and as executor, I'll be liquidating the property.
It would be the right thing for Jimmy to go through whatever survived and take whatever he wants.
Jimmy doesn't want any of it.
I think the garage is pretty intact, except for some water damage.
He doesn't want it.
I understand. All that's left is for him to sign this agreement letter. Once that's done, we can disperse his share of the estate.
Oh, he was left something?
Let me guess. 4,000?
5.
It's what you give when you want to cut someone out of a will but not have it contested.
Oh, wow.
Chuck also left a substantial endowment for a scholarship for deserving youth. I was hoping Jimmy would agree to serve on the board.
Oh, that was a spit in the face to Jimmy.
Chuck left Jimmy a personal letter. Well, I don't want to keep you. Let me walk you out.
Actually, Howard, we have a few more things to discuss.
Please give Jimmy my best.
Safe travels.
Rebecca and Kim have like completely different energies as well.
What were you thinking when you came to Jimmy on the day of his brother's funeral and laid that shit on him? What's wrong with you?
Jimmy's doing kind of fine.
I thought
That we were friends.
I thought
and
I
sharing?
owed it to Jimmy.
Did you owe it to Rebecca? You tell her your theory? I guess not.
I didn't do it to hurt Jimmy.
No, you did it to make yourself feel better by unloading your guilt.
Kim, I don't think that's fair.
I don't agree with this, actually.
Let's talk about fair.
Hey, let's let Jimmy dig around the fire-damaged wreck where his brother died screaming!
Did I hear you right? You want him to serve on the board of a scholarship committee? A scholarship that Chuck never in a million years would have given to Jimmy. Never!
What's in this? One last screw you, little brother, from beyond the grave? Am I really supposed to do this to him?
What can I do to make it better?
There is nothing you can do. Just stay away.
I want to talk about this interaction. I want to talk about this. I don't think Howard was in the wrong, to be honest with you. I thought that he was trying to share something, but I understand how it was definitely extremely heavy to share with the brother. But you gotta also take into account, how did Jimmy handle it? I guess maybe he's lashing out at job interviews. I'm really not sure. But that was way too much on Howard's end. That's not fair. She took that out on Howard, and I don't like that.
How was the job search?
Pretty good. I got a couple leads. Actually, I got an offer.
You mean you bullied people all day?
Wow, this was a pretty good first day. You know somebody's going to be lucky to get you.
Jimmy's impressive.
I just mostly stayed here. I got to get back on the horse, right?
Oh. He's scouting places out. And he's gonna rob them and sell them online?
I'm not available at the moment. Leave a
Trying to get
message.
Mike to do some shady stuff.
Hey, it's me. Listen, I got something for you. I think you're really gonna like this.
It's just theft. I don't think he will. I think Mike likes the more meaningful jobs, to be honest. I mean, his job is a job, but seeing the little figurines, I really don't think that's his cup of tea, like his preferred cup of tea.
We're taking 6 tonight. You gonna back me up or what?
Where's the rest?
I only see 5. It's a one-time only.
Salamancas get 6. Take the 5 or leave with nothing.
Oh, he's really backing him up. Adding a little force, and then they can get 6. I guess it's sending a message more than anything. I don't think they actually care about the amount. It's really just showing that they can't be messed with. Just because their boss is out of commission.
That's how you do it. We had them pissing their pants.
Never mind. I was saying, I'm surprised. Gus is getting his hands dirty?
I know what you've done.
Of course Gus knows.
The Salamancas, they do not. Look at me. From now on, you are mine.
That's mortifying. Oh, that's terrifying. Can you open the bag, please open the bag, please open the bag. Gus really getting his hands dirty. Okay, I actually really did not expect that at all. Okay, so I think this is going to be a very controversial take about like the whole Howard and Kim situation. I see Howard as really trying to do what's right. He is someone who is very dedicated, he is very reliable, and he's trying to make everything seamless for everyone else. The fact that Jimmy isn't doing anything to get the service ready, he didn't even show up to the will reading, it's crazy. I personally would have done things a little differently. And granted, I am not in the situation, so it's really easy to say something and then do something else. Chuck was really terrible to Jimmy. Even beyond the grave, he's probably gonna try and insult Jimmy. It's understandable that Kim is trying to protect Jimmy, especially after everything he's been through. I just really want people, like, in case like I have a completely different perspective, I don't want people to get upset, so please don't be. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and again, I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. And let's definitely be respectful, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone!